Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Invisible Inc. Today we're going to go on our second mission. We have about 60 hours left before we have to engage on our final mission. And what I'm thinking of doing, well, we don't have that much money left. The cybernetics lab is potentially very useful. The KNO detention center, however, might give us an extra operative. He or she won't start with a weapon, so after that we would have to find a place where we could get more weaponry or hack something in a level that could give us access to more weaponry. So probably we'll do this first and then we'll go for the cybernetics lab, because the cybernetics can be very, very useful. But so can the server farm with upgrades for incognita, but we need money for that. This one comes for free as long as we manage to get to the right area, and so does the KNO detention center.
This is a private corporate prison. They hold high-value targets there for interrogation and deprogramming. We lost a lot of agents in the raid. Some of our people may be detained here.
So even if we don't manage to find a weapon for the third person that we unlock, they could be very useful as a scout. We just need to keep in mind that they don't have a weapon to actually knock anyone out with.
Destination lock acquired. Ordnance threshold 99.9%.
Alright, so we need to recon the detention center and get out alive. Secondary objectives are to find and steal corporate credits. Alright, so immediately as soon as we switch to International, we reveal some new stuff. We will get power from the console, and it will also give us a +1 bonus when we do it. Same for this one. That brings us up to 14 out of 20 power. And immediately also we see this power supply, which is linked to Power Grid A3. It's probably a gate, and it's always worthwhile to hack it, so that we can turn on or off the gate as we please. Alright, so we'll run her up, we'll get this console as well. And what is this? A camera database. Oh! Very useful. It reveals the location of all the cameras on the map, so that is definitely worth the 1 power that we just spent. We'll peek through. We have a corporate safe, and since we have so much power, I might as well try to unlock that as well. We'll run through. We have another database, but this one for all the demons in the mainframe. So having this one, we'll wait 1 turn. Just to be sure. I don't think there's a door over here, so it's probably good for us to move our other character up over here as well. I would like to unlock this as well, but we'd have to wait 10 turns before we get more power. But otherwise we'd have to wait here 1 turn, and movement is also important, so it's kind of a... yeah, let's go for it. I don't care too much about the demons. We'll, or daemons, whatever. Ooh, there was a guard right in the corner there. That's good to know. Alright, so we did unlock a gate over here, and we did see all the cameras. So there's a camera over here, though it's not active right now, and there is an active camera right over there. We did finish unlocking or hacking everything, and as a result our next hack costs 0 power once again. So we'll hack that, and then I guess for the 1 power it will cost us, we can also hack this, and it shouldn't matter too much. Now we do have banks, and banks can unlock this door without a card, so I think that is what we will do. We'll run her over here, we'll unlock her, and this guy, he was over here somewhere, but he might be here. He wasn't here, he's here. So from where we are, he probably doesn't see us, but just to be safe, I'm going to tuck into this corner right there. And then with International, I will move over to the safe. We'll grab this money. We have a charge pack. Oh, okay. So a charge pack is basically like a universal reload for any weapon that requires ammo, or it can reduce an item's cooldown. But it only has 1 use. It is disposable. As soon as you use it, it is gone. But we'll take it, because why not, you know? It will work for us. Right, so we're hacking this. We have another safe over there, which I would probably also would like to hack. For 2 power though, there's nothing else I'd want to hack right now. Why not? Like, the cameras are super important, of course. Those are things we most definitely will want to hack, but we're already hacking that one. The other one is inactive, and this one is inactive, so I think for now we're okay on the power levels. Alright, so he's over here. He doesn't move into this room, I don't think, which is great. We'll move International over here though, and we'll close the door behind her. Oh, it's still being hacked. Alright. Just to be safe though, in case he does move into here, we'll move into the corner. Just so we know for sure that he is not going to see us. Now we'll have Banks scan this room. We have a guard. And this guard is stationary. Alright, so that is not bad. Because he only looks at this corner. He does see our exit, so it does mean we need to knock him out, but he is not an active threat. It is not someone who we need to take into account all the time. We can actually very easily sneak around him, and we could even steal money from his pocket. 800 credits. That's a lot. That's a lot. We'll end the turn right there. Ooh. That looked like the scan of a robot. Ooh, he does move in here. Ooh. Alright, I am so happy that I moved into this corner. Alright, so we could move next to him and he is just going to turn around. So that will be fine. So we'll move over here. We'll steal the money from the safe. We'll also get this console for 4 power even. That is a lot. We'll peek through this door just because we can. We know we don't need to be here to exfiltrate, but we still haven't really found our detention center. We're still looking for the prison itself. Alright, so we have our pulse drone. The pulse drone is interesting in that it does not detect sound. As far as I know, it also does not have a field of view. But something does have a field of view right about here. So I'm guessing there is either a camera or a guard in this room. Alright, let's see where he's going. So what the pulse drone does, because he doesn't hear, he doesn't have a field of view, what he does at the start of every turn, targets located in or out of cover are relayed to nearby security within a range of 5 tiles. So as soon as he starts again, as soon as he gets his turn, he's going to scout around him for 5 tiles, and if I'm in any one of those, hidden or not, I'm going to get tagged and security is going to react to that. Which is problematic, of course. But we can definitely plan around it. We also have a bit of field of view right there, which I don't know exactly what it is. This guy doesn't actually even see the door, so we could open that, though I guess he...
Incognita has detected an agent currently logged as MIA.
Alright, so we have another guard over here. And I'm guessing this guy is stationary as well. I probably want to... Yeah, I should observe. Because if I moved here and he's not stationary, I'm screwed. I know this guy's just going to turn around, so I would be safe right there. He is stationary, however. We'll close the door for now. Banks is done, International is done. We'll end our turn here. Now we definitely don't want to stay here when this guy moves back, because then we would be in trouble. And we'll move through here. We'll close the door behind us, and we do unfortunately need to hack this cell door console, because otherwise we cannot get our prisoner out. Unfortunately for us, there is a daemon on this particular item, the Watchdog. So all guards get +1 KO resistance. Resists against KO damage to a minimum of 1. Not entirely sure what that means, because let's see. KO damage. Not, oh, okay, KO damage is just the amount of turns. Alright, ooh, so we can only knock these guys out for 1 turn then. That is not great. But unfortunately for us, we are going to have to deal with it. So we'll start the hack. And then we'll see if we can move around behind this guy. Run here. Let's peek around the corner. And he doesn't have line of sight here, but I'm just going to stay put right there just to be sure. We'll have Banks here. Move back this way. And then she's going to move up to this wall, and I guess we'll try to move in. Well, we have the exit right there, we have her objective right there. Do we really want to deal with the rest of the map? Probably not, though I could actually go for the money in this safe. I think that will be okay. We'll end the turn right there. Alright, cameras are coming online. This one, that one. So we will have to hack this one, and we will have to hack that one for 2 power. I'm okay with that, it's not too bad. This camera is also activating for 3 power, 5 turns away from generating our own, not having that many left, and not being a huge priority actually. We could move through here, around it, and into our exit. I'm not going to spend the power on that for right now. We'll have International move around. We'll peek around the corner. So we definitely cannot move here until this guy gets activated doing something. That's just something we're going to have to deal with. Yeah, we're going to go for the money. It's not worth it to me to enter this room, move around the drone, not knowing what he will see or what he will do at the end of every turn, or actually at the start of every turn. Yeah. Guards have +1 KO resistance. Ooh, we have a guard over here. Right, I'm guessing this guy is, yeah, he is stationary. That is good. Paradox. So we could hack this for 0 power, but let's see. Stops Incognita from hacking temporarily. That will be really bad. Right now the KO resistance is +1 KO resistance for 3 turns. It is a temporary thing. It's not the end of the world. But what do we find here? We find a turret and a power supply. Now we can hack both. The difference is if we hack the turret and the power is on, it's going to switch to our side. It is going to shoot every single guard it sees, which you might think is not that big of a deal, but every shot guard really ramps up the security level and increases the threat. So what we probably just want to do is we want to hack the power supply, because that just turns this off. Though of course we could hack both and then keep it off, and if we really need it, we could turn it on just to kill a guard if we needed to get away, basically. Alright, so this is done. Unfortunately for us, we are going to have to trigger this guy, and we're going to have to deal with that, so we'll have to step out in the open. We can even move here, I guess. We'll move over here, and we can knock him out. So it's just because it's in his periphery that is possible. Alright, we'll pick him up, we'll drag him a little bit, and I guess I'll keep dragging him until I can get to the thing, unlock her, and then we can both start running. Because she doesn't have access to that paralyzing, or the custom paralyzer. So that is just something we're going to have to deal with. Now we could get items from the nanofabricator, which is really useful, but we will not be able to reach it without this guy seeing us, I think. But we'll run over here. We'll, yeah. It's not really worthwhile, I guess. Though if you could get a neuralizer or like neural disruptor for her, that would really help us out. So I guess, you know, it's going to take 2 turns before this is done, in which case all of these other things will be hacked as well, so it shouldn't really matter that much. It will not hurt us, I guess. So yeah, let's try and go for it. Hopefully we'll find a neural disruptor that we can give to our 3rd operator, which we are about to free from prison. We'll drop the captain right there. We'll activate the cell doors. And now we have Rush over here. Now let's see what Rush can do. Rush has... oh, hold on. Kinetic capacitor. 20th century watch technology with nearly a century of advancement on top of it. Sprinting gives the agent +1 KO damage and +1 armor piercing. Ooh. Oh, that is good. Sprinting is basically, you know, like going through all display. It's not a specific button, I guess, or... oh yeah, it is. Oh, I forgot about that. +3 AP this turn. Movement makes noise. Must have full AP to activate. So you can make noise, run up to someone, knock them out with 1 extra KO damage and +1 armor piercing. That can be very, very potent. Actually, I've been ignoring this for a long time. I just want to run around sneakily between everyone, I guess. Yeah. We'll run her up to here. This is going to require 1 more turn. We'll open this door. He doesn't see it. We can move right there. He doesn't see it. What is this? We'll run right there. He doesn't see it. We'll run right here. He doesn't see it. This is also hidden from the enemy. Alright, and that puts us right next to the fabricator. So when it gets hacked on the next turn, we'll be able to buy something from it, I hope. No, we don't want to drag the captain. We will leave this as it is. Now we will observe this guy. He is not alerted. He is still following his patrol path. Very good so far. Security level is increased. Incognita hacking ability stopped for 3 turns. And the KO resistance is still +1, so that is actually really shitty. Because as soon as we step off of this guy, he's going to wake up the next turn. I don't want that, but I have very little choice, I think. We'll run her up into here, open the door, let's just see. We'll, yeah, he's going to move past us. It's not really a big deal, I guess. Where is she going to be able to go? Not very far. And she won't be able to hide anywhere when he moves back. And she cannot knock him out because she doesn't have a weapon. But I guess we're just going to have to get off of this guy and move to the door and then keep running as far as we can possibly go next turn. Or I'm saying that, but actually he's going to move back here. And I'm here. I'm going to have to wait here. He's going to wake up and then I have to move. And then he's going to be very hot on our heels. So I might actually want to pick him up, drag him over here, put him down, wait for this guy to come here, and leave again before I move with her. And we are able to get access to our nano fabricator here. Let's have a look. The Volt Disruptor consumes 3 power when used, knocks a guard out for 2 turns. So this is not that great because it does require power. But it is a weapon. A weaker weapon than what we actually normally have. Because this one doesn't require any power, it just has a 3-turn cooldown. Oh, but I guess we can use this anytime, it doesn't have a cooldown. So actually that is quite useful, especially endgame, when we have a lot of power saved up and have hacked most things. We can also get Cryptology Brain Chip. Sets the agent's hacking skill to 3. This skill cannot be upgraded. You could also get Med Gel, which allows us to revive a dying agent. Very, very important, I would say. The EMP Pack requires a hacking skill level of 2. It detonates at the end of the turn, disables all mainframe devices and drones in a range of 3 tiles. More or less useful, I guess. Now we have the ventricular lance. Gives the agent +1 armor piercing to all weapons for 1 turn. And then we have a 6 turn cooldown. Now we're getting the Fault Disruptor. And we'll give it to our other agents. That is very important. Alright, we'll move here. Now we'll start moving back. We'll close this door. We'll move over here, because this guy's going to move back. And we'll end our turn. Alright. So then we have Rush. She could move right around the corner right there, and then she will be out of sight. That is perfect. We can move Banks over next to her, and then we can transfer items. So we'll give her the Fault Disruptor. Now she is armed. Now we'll run her over here, because he has AP left. This guy, oh, we could actually run past him. We could even knock him out as well. Don't necessarily want to do that. Well, we could move next to him and then he's just going to turn around. So we could actually create some distance from this guy who's going to wake up the turn after. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead. Or we can actually knock him out for 2 turns, and then we have some time to run over to the exit. I actually don't mind that either. Let's knock him out. We can actually even steal money from him as well as a result, which is just great. We'll move here. We'll close this door as well. Incognito is locked down, so we cannot hack anything. That is fine, because we don't want to go here anyway. All firewalls have increased in strength by +1, so hacking takes a little bit longer. 1 turn more, actually, because of the parasite that we are using. But now, because we are security level 2, we are starting to generate our own power finally. Which is okay. Alright, well, ooh, secondary server terminal. Hack with Incognita, we cannot do it, so we'll just have to ignore it because it's just risky, I guess, you know. We'll run her over here. Now we have Banks. Banks could actually knock this guy out before he starts on a weird patrol path. I think that's what we're definitely going to want to do. We'll also paralyze him a little bit longer. We'll end the turn. And I think we're home safe. Right about now. We'll take another turn, of course, before we really get there. Right, we'll move her through, we'll close the door behind us. We do have a safe with Paradox, which stops Incognita from hacking temporarily. We could get this actually, because it's so close. And then we'll also have to hack the security camera though. Alright, so we'll move her over here. We'll have Banks over here, pick up the security guard, and we'll start dragging him towards the exit. I want to have at least 1 or 2 of our operators in the exit. Right, so people are waking up, and that is going to complicate things. We'll move Banks over here, and then she can actually predict this guy's movement, because we have access through the camera. He's going to run this way. Alright, that is good. I do not mind that at all. Alright, so we have the drone, which is going to move here. Unfortunately, we need to wait to hack the security camera before we can really do anything. We'll have International tuck into the corner right there. Alright, so we'll have to wait 1 more turn. This guy right here is going to be a potential problem. This guy as well. Is it worth it though? Right, so we cannot hack anything else for a while. This guy is right there. Right, so we have Banks. Let us observe his movement. He is stationary. Oh. Well then, I didn't know about this guy. That definitely changes things, especially with these 2 guys also running. He's going to run right there. This other guy, I don't know. But that is problematic in a way that I don't want to deal with. We have what we came for. We'll get our girls out of here. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Recovery operation successful. Get that agent outfitted and prepped for the next mission.
Alright then. So we didn't get everything. But we just became significantly more powerful. We got an extra operator. We got a weapon for that operator, which is very important because it just increases the usefulness of that operator, though we do definitely need to be careful. When we use her right now, she's going to have to sprint if we want to break AP, and it's going to cost us power if she's just going to use her weapon regularly as well. So yeah, we don't want to use her all the time because it's going to cost us power, but she's a last minute resort basically. Alright. Alright, we have an incoming message from Monster.
Thing for a client. Real motivated seller. You won't beat this price.
We could buy a vault access card, which opens a special high security vault in corporate vault and cybernetics lab location. Oh, we want to get the cybernetics lab as well. And none of our characters currently hold one of these cards. It is still expensive, but we don't have to do a mission to get one, which is actually really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get that.
I'm not going to see that item again in one piece.
We'll give this one to Rush, because here's the thing, we have a certain inventory space. We could get a maximum of 8, but right now we can only hold 3 items before we become encumbered. And when we become encumbered, we lose 1 AP, which means we can move 1 less tile. And that is not great. So now currently all of the characters only hold 2 items, and as a result they can all pick up 1 more item before they start losing AP when they pick up yet a second item. Alright.
I think we're getting somewhere. Monster will explain.
You guys are good at covering your tracks. You've been hitting the corpse for years, but they've never been able to follow you home. I guess they were too distracted fighting each other to bother. Or maybe you were considered a useful pawn. Enemy of my enemy and all that.
What we do well.
Well, you must have finally done something to get their undivided attention. They were able to pinpoint your HQ by linking their surveillance nets. That's unprecedented. Not for the usual bullshit political reasons, but because of the sheer computational power required. They must have an ungodly powerful network hidden out there somewhere.
One that could host Incognita.
Right. If you put your AI on that network, it would have an incredible degree of access.
Enough to wipe their security records and put Invisible back underground.
More like enough to force them underground, and who knows what else. As I said, it would be incredible. But that's jumping ahead. We have to find it first. They're still looking for you, but they're not hiding the fact anymore. Each time you do an infiltration, the global SecNet lights up like a Christmas tree. Do that enough times, and we should be able to cross-reference the traffic and find the location of the root node.
And then we can strike back. Well then, it's time for us to poke the bear.
Yeah, so we have a limited amount of time before Incognita basically dies, and then we don't really have a chance anymore and we lose the game. But for now, that's the end of the second episode. I'm very happy with how that went. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.